It's the Ennis Brothers PTCGO Uncle Scotty edition. I dedicate this one to the big unk out there doing big things. 6'6", red hair, Jewish AF. That's Uncle Scotty. Yes, sir. This is a Radiant Eternatus deck, and it features the one and only Empoleon V. Let's look at the Pokemon right here. It's all about the big homie Empoleon V. We're doing quad Empoleons, yes. Overkill? Maybe. But Emperor's Eyes. We are trying to dominate our opponent with this Pokemon if we can. Lost Box relies heavily on Comfy to get the job done here. And as long as we have Empoleon V out, we get the early jump on our opponent. And we play 4 of them because we want to get one on the bench so that when they hit us with those escape ropes, it's not even going to make a difference because we're going to have multiple. We'll just put another one up. Okay, but there's going to be plenty of decks where that doesn't work for us, right? This is going to help against Regigigas as well. It pretty much is game over versus those two. They're auto wins because we play 4 of these guys. Okay. Now, for everybody else, we're playing Radiant Eternatus. If we identify, we're trying to identify what our opponent is doing turn 1, and then we act accordingly. If Empoleon's not going to shut them down, then we bring out Radiant Eternatus ASAP, and we have a lot of cards to get to that point quickly. Trying to get some VMAX Pokemon out. The 2 VMAX we are looking at are none other than Rapid Strike Urshifu, which fits right in with Empoleon, and Inteleon VMAX, also fitting in right there with Empoleon. Now, what's the problem we run into if one of these guys is prized? Obviously, we're living on the edge with this deck. This is definitely a deck where we are living on the edge. So, it is what it is, right? If something gets prized and it's that important, then we lose. What else? What else are you gonna do, right? What can you say? But Inteleon is great because we can start poking away at our bench, at our opponent's bench, because we do play a lot of water energy in this deck, and it has a nice little attack as well. Same can be said for Urshifu. We can Gale Thrust. Now we only play 4 of the Rapid Strike energy, so we do have to be kind of mindful of that. But yeah, Gmax Rapid Flow can work for us, but we will be getting rid of one of our 4 energies that we have that we can use with this bad boy. So got to be mindful, got to be smart. When we got to be choosy with what we do. Lumineon is there for consistency. 2 Drapions for an auto win on the Mew matchup. And don't forget about this underrated homie Basculin. Empoleon or Urshifu puts a hit out, and then bam. I can imagine doing a quick 150 with an Urshifu. We get hit by a Duraludon VMAX, and then we finish him off with a Swarm and Wound attack. I can see this happening every game. Let's go, baby. That's our Pokemon lineup energy. We're doing a 10 and a 4 water and Rapid Strike energy. We shouldn't have any issues with energy. It should be a constant influx. And we're going to accelerate it with 4 Melanies. Gotta love it. That's our primary draw supporter right there. We do sprinkle in Marnie's, Research, Serena, and we do sprinkle in 4 Seal Stones, which ideally we're using 4 Seal Stones to get us something like a Cheryl or maybe a Research to get us out of trouble here. 4 Path to the Peak. Playing this primarily because we want to be mindful of that Lugia matchup. We gotta handle business. That's the toughest matchup for us. We do have plenty of tools in the chest to help, but that is the toughest matchup and the most common deck we're gonna see. So Path to the Peak is gonna be one of the ways we deal with that. Tower of Waters would be another way to help us retreat, activate our Urshifu, bring something else up like a Basculin without incurring a retreat cost. There's all sorts of cool things we can do there. And look at all the balls we got. Heavy balls, 4 VIP, 3 Ultra, 4 Quicks. We're trying to consistently get out what we need turn 1. That's the bottom line. And 4 escape ropes for that versatility. Can we get some W's? I'm telling you right now, early returns are 7 wins, 4 losses on the ladder. Let's see if we can do that or even better right now. Uncle Scotty, what up? That right triangle, we about to prove him wrong right now. The sad thing about playing water Pokemon is we're not hitting anybody for weakness, except for a Charizard maybe. Choosing who goes first, and I have a feeling it's going to be himself. So obviously going first is helpful to us, and we're not doing that this turn. And we reveal our opponent what we're doing. Sad. Looks like he's going to RC his deck, so we definitely want to get out the Jesus, Urshifu. Turn 1 if we can. Oh, sad for our opponent. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate when you got to deal with Empoleon, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you can build up the Reggie Ice, and really, if you get out the path to the peak, you can definitely deal with. There we go. Let's do this. Don't think we absolutely have to have the Serena. And here's the thing: the Reggies do play a path to the peak, so we got to be mindful of that. Tower of Water is coming up. I'm going to save it because we may need it long term. Forest Sealstone. Let's see what the heavy ball gets us. Empoleon and Basculin, huh? We're probably not going to need either one of those in this matchup, to be completely honest. But if one of the two, I'm going to go with the Basculin. And we're not going to play it yet. I'm tempted to go Radiant Eternatus right here. We know they're going to play... Man. I'm just not sure we're going to need it, so I'm going to go turn over this. Let's make them prove it, which they very well could. As much as this is a favorable matchup, it is not what I would call an automatic win, because they can easily attack us. If they get a path to the peak out, they can hit us with the Regieleki. Now they're not going to do it this turn, which is great. Alright, but it definitely could be coming, and we got to be mindful of that. So... let's see, Forest Sealstone is probably... it's a good call right here. I feel like we gotta use it for something. And I think this is where we go to the Melanie play. Because I want to take a knockout every single turn. And we do want to get some more supporters. We have a Lumineon, which is nice, because we have a quick ball. Research is good for next turn. Serena is good for next turn. I think we're going to... you gotta move an energy, right? In this case, I gotta move this one. I really don't want to, but what else are you gonna do, right? Battle VIP, you suck, man. I didn't get one of you the first turn. Come on now. Okay, capture energy. He's gonna get. Okay, so he's got one more to get, and he's gonna get it. But is he gonna get the? Is he gonna get the path to the peak? Gotta get the path to the peak. And here it is. They're only gonna get 2 cards off this. gets the path to the peak. So now we are in a little bit of trouble here. And this is where you got to start thinking the rest of the game here. What are you going to do? Definitely going to quick ball away. And it looks like we are going to need another Empoleon, which I was hoping was not going to be the case. We are going to put a Basculin down, and we got to hope hardcore that we can get our hands on one of our supporters, or excuse me, stadiums that we need, and we don't. So that's kind of rough, y'all. Marnie might save us next turn. And we're definitely putting it on the Empoleon. So the rest of the game, this is all we're trying to do. They need to do 170. None of these guys can do 170. If you got a scoop up, you can bring the other Regieleki up, and it's money in the bank, basically. Ordinary Rod, okay. There's the scoop up net. Shit. And of course it happens. That sucks for us. That's one hell of an attack, dude. I'll tell you what. 120, 40, 40. Jesus. Okay, so here we go. Do I get anything else out? I don't think it makes sense to get anything else out, honestly. I mean, Luminion. We already got the Marnie that we want. Radiant Eternatus does not help us, so we might as well get it. That way, at least we're guaranteed to not get it. How about that? Alright, we've already played our energy. We're going to have to get our stadium. And we're honestly in a heap of trouble. Let's just not even beat around the bush here. We're going to move... What am I going to do 30 damage with, right? Nothing? Okay, so they're going to have to find another path to the peak. They don't find another path to the peak, and it's probably game over. They're going to boss up the Basculin. That's going to allow them to charge up something. They have another Regieleki? They do! Unbelievable. So they go for the Regidrago, which is an interesting play to me. But what other choice do they have? I mean, I definitely see where they're coming from. They get a Gigas and a Regieleki back. Take a couple cards. Down to one prize. Alrighty then. So we've already used our 2 Marnies. So let's keep that in mind. Let's see here. I don't think it's going to actually matter in any way, shape, or form. And man, I apologize. The internet has just been a little choppy tonight for whatever reason. Like I'm just slightly out of range or something. And there you have it. Still need to take 2 more knockouts. All he needs is a path to the peak, and it's game over. Xenia's resolved for 1 card. Wait. Oh, she had to discard 2. And then you get 1. So they're just looking for the path to the peak at this point in time. Wow. Pretty big deal there, actually. They get another Regieleki down. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do here at this point. It's either you got it or you don't, right? I have a feeling the Gigas is coming. Gonna go with the Regirock. Why not put the Gigas up, right? And we get the dub, son! We'll take it. You can see in an Empoleon-based build, it's not a complete slam dunk against Regieleki. This path to the peak, it really spoils things. And you often think about, man, should I get that Urshifu out? Is there an advantage there potentially? And yeah, there might be. Yeah, you do sometimes have the potential to take 2 prizes at once, but you also have the potential to lose 3 at once. So I kind of prefer just to go with all Empoleon if I can. Worked out in that game. And we're gonna go second. No, we're gonna go first. Okay. So I'm gonna assume they're playing a lost box of some sort. So we want to get Empoleon out immediately. Cool. We're gonna say hello right back. And it's Mew. Okay. So Drapion. First of all. Drapion. Drapion, 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 Drapion. Okay. And we absolutely I think we play the energy here. Alright. And we're gonna get the Etern going. Oh shit, I already pathed to the peak. But you know what, that's fine. Yeah, I took away my own versatility, unfortunately. In case we get Marnied, I do think the other Empoleon could be valuable here. Forest Sealstone could be valuable. I really don't want to lose that. So we're just gonna go done. And we really want them to evolve so that we can bring out the Drapion. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But we need to get more cards. We really need to get more. And there's the Meloetta, which I don't like. That's that shit I don't like. I think you can still use Forest Sealstone when Path to the Peak is out, right? I want to say. We know we got the 2 Drapions. Don't know if we have both in the deck, so that kind of makes it a little bit spooky. But we're gonna do the best we can. They got no draw. So they're gonna get a stadium, play it. Right? Yeah, got it. I don't like that. When we get knocked out, we go in the lost zone. That's not cool, man. So the Oricorio does not work, I guess. Well, if they can get 3 fusion energy down, then they can kick the crap out of our Empoleon with Meloetta, which would be very sad. Which we really would like to avoid. They play the Forest Sealstone because you gotta get a card out of your hand. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm not a fan. Oh crap, they're definitely gonna take the knockout. Okay. Oh, interesting. No, they got it. Oh, they don't have enough to get the knockout, though. That's fine. Yeah, in the long run, this does absolutely nothing. And here we go with the Drapion. Okay, perfect. So at least this way, if we have to finish off like the Genesect, we can. We have a quick ball. We're gonna use this, go to the next one. We're gonna save our quick ball. We're gonna move this here. And we got a Marnie. Great pull. Great pull. I am happy about that. He's going to knock us out, but we got the Drapion. So it's all good. And we still have the Forest Sealstone, which is exactly what we want. Go ahead and evolve into your Mew. Very interesting here. It's interesting because he already did the retreat, right? I'm not tripping, am I? Here comes the other Mew. Okay, here comes the VMAX. We are okay with this because we came equipped with a Drapion. You want to knock out my Empoleon? Go ahead. You're going to need the... Wow. Wow. Does he just scoop right now? I kind of think I would. Let's go get ourselves the second Drapion. See if he scoops up. I know I would. I'm not gonna path to the Peakum, y'all. That would just be nuts. Remember, we still have the Empoleon V where we can search out the Serena, for example. So I have no problem doing that. Do 60 damage to the other Drapion. Have a nice day, mother effer. 2 games in a row not using the Battle VIP though. And there you have it. We flexed on him a little bit with the double Drapion. I know. So 2 games have passed and we really haven't even used our deck's full potential with the Radiant Eternatus. Haven't felt like it was needed or necessary yet. Yeah, we just have some really nice matchups against a lot of decks. It's the Lugia matchup that is the most challenging. And we don't have an easy path to victory. Doesn't mean we still can't win though. Let's see if we get a Lugia right here. Pokeka 1070, huh? And we finally get to go first. Hell yes. Alright. So we don't know what our opponent has. You gotta go with Empoleon. You got to. And they're gonna give us an extra card. We have a quick ball. This is looking like a potentially really good start. And it's a water build. Path, Ultra Ball. Maybe a Vikavolt. Time will tell. Arceus. Okay. So we definitely want to get the... we want to get the... whatchamacallit? Nothing there, so we're just going to get rid of a card here. What really sucks is Tower of Waters is there, and the Forest Healstone is there. Those are valuable cards in this matchup. Path to the Peak is probably going to be a good call. Honestly, this is a really shitty hand, and I am not happy about it. Basculin could be a good call here. The other Empoleon is fine as well. Drapion is not going to matter. Oh boy. So get out of here, Drapion. Have fun. We're going to Eternatus and we're going to fill up our bench, which is... I probably should have thought about this ahead of time. Not necessarily the best thing to do. I should have left a vacant spot for a Lumineon, but I really did not think about it. So we're gonna have to get a little bit fortunate here. Wonder what our opponent is thinking right now. Probably never seen anything like this before. Getting the heads, which gets the V-Star. Wow, what a lucky coin flip, huh? Not a hot start for our opponent, but they'll at least... Oh, never mind. That worked out really good, actually. Okay, not really too ecstatic about this one. The one nice thing is we do have an opportunity to put this energy back on one of these guys. And now I think is the time to path to the peak, because we already know he's got the V-Star in hand. And hello, Urshifu. Can't use the Starbirth, luckily. So that might be something that could save us. So we'll at least live to fight another day. We'll take the 4 cards. I mean, honestly. Bro, that helps. Oh no! Shit. You can Starbirth if you want this turn, homie. Well, I'm not sure I would. So we can put an energy down, retreat, and then Melanie into the Urshifu if we want to. Although we don't even need to. That's the thing. Right, because we don't. There's no energy in here. Oh, that's the knockout, y'all. What a shame. So we already know he's trying to hit us with this Calyrex, right? So I do think you hit him for weakness. Let's see. We definitely want to hit 2 peoples. 2 peoples! And then we can use this to add some damage counters to this homie, and Basculin, if we get a Rapid Strike energy, can get a knockout, if I'm doing my math correctly. Alright, 120 plus a 40 plus 20 here, excuse me. That'd be 140. This Basculin could hit for 170. And I can't remember if Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX has 310 or 320. But anywho. I think that's the game plan here. Ooh, we got the Cheryl, which is very interesting. We got the Melanie. Not really sure Path to the Peak makes sense right now. I do like this though. Let's put a couple damage counters. The Bidoof would be nice to knock it out. We'd have to get to do a lot of different things. So, and with the fighting weakness, we're hopeful that the Arceus can make it happen. I don't know. This is a tough call. Who do we put the 2 on? We're definitely going here. 2-hit KO here no matter what. So on the off chance that we can get another one, I don't know. Because the way that it would make sense to knock him out, maybe. And so here is, oh, internet, don't do that. Let's go with the G-Max Rapid Flow. Multiple path to the peak here. I guess we could have played the path after But what's it gonna do? I mean, our opponent's already gotten the Starbirth, right? That's what they wanted to accomplish. Alright, they're gonna hit us for a solid 200. We really want to get that free retreat going. Or maybe even a escape rope would be okay. 4 seal stone could be clutch right here. How do we want to play this, guys? I mean, I could Melanie and get double knockout, right? Oh yeah, let's Melanie and we'll knock out both these, right? Yeah, duh. That's it. That's game, sucker. I don't even have to do anything else. Cool, man. Oh, wait a minute. Let me think about this. We're doing 150. No, excuse me. We're doing it won't be a double knockout, but it'll be close. We still have 4 seal stone. Taking the 2. Is there any reason to not do this? Because I can search for the rapid strike energy next turn. I have Path to the Peak in hand. I don't think there's any reason to not do this. We're taking knockouts, people. And we're that close to ending it. Very curious to see what they do here. Now, if they retreat, then we're in a little bit of a bind. If they retreat, we really need a Serena at that point. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm about to win this game. Don't you dare play with me like that. Here comes the Roxanne. Now, luckily, as we know, we got the 4 seal stone. That's why it's important to have that card. And we got a Serena off of it too. I mean, come on, bro. They have Path to the Peak. Just trying to think. We can just swarm the wound at this point. Right? Yeah. Path to the Peak. Yeah, we swarm the wound. Got it. And we take the victory. There you have it. Beautiful. Give it to me, baby. And you know what, Uncle Scotty? I made this video for you. Damn, 1200 damage? Hell yeah. Let's go. But I do think we're just gonna call it kind of short tonight. Big uncle over there, my Jewish homie, Jew Fro, Big Red Jew. Yeah, we're gonna call it quits. This was a successful little demonstration, and pretty cool. I mean, once again, I love that I can throw out a fighting type and hit certain decks, mostly Arceus for weakness. Empoleon is just doing Empoleon things against all the single prizers. We didn't see a Lost Box, but I'll tell you right now, Lost Box doesn't have any answers. Reggie at least has Path to the Peak, but Lost Box doesn't have any answers. Drapion V's, we played 2 of them. Mew doesn't have any answers. So once again, Lugia was the matchup we were looking for. That is the most challenging out there, and we didn't get to it. So maybe next time. But for now, this has been the Ennis Brothers PTCGO. Good night, y'all.